welcome to the Park Pro coverage of the final FPO round at Falcon's Flight 15, brought to you by Innova. I'm Gabby Lee, joined by Sylv here.
Hey everyone.
This coverage is brought to you by the patrons of Park Pro. Do check them out, some sweet benefits to becoming a patron. And by PDGA Canada, of course.
Yeah, and here we have some stats on the Aspen Meadows East course, which is the course for this round. So a couple changes from last year, as you can notice here. Nice light wind and sweater weather for this round.
Yeah, it tends to be pretty chilly in the morning with FPO playing, so you might see some layers come off. Mm-hmm. Some layers.
Yeah, very true.
But yeah, so a bit of a smaller group this time. We have a card of 3 on round 3.
Yes, that's exactly right. So first off, we have Bailey Inglis here from Saskatoon, giving herself a 82 overall there, and currently at a 4 over par. Pretty balanced player, as you can see.
Yeah.
Maybe the forehand and the scramble is what we'll see some of today.
Yeah, and second on the card, we are joined by Teri Hyzerbomb from Edmonton, Alberta, not too far from here. Also a very balanced player. I'd give her a little bit more on the forehand, which we might see here today. Sponsored by Yukon Discs. And if you check her out on Instagram, you can ask her about her twin swords. I think I will be.
Yeah, fair enough. And here we have Gabby Lee from Victoria, BC. As you can see, the stats are overall 87. Pretty good. Fun fact, Bunny is on the signature disc, and obviously here by MVP Disc Sports, sponsored player. So looking forward to see Gabby play.
Yeah, you were with me on the day here, so you might remember some of the action that happens. But we were starting on hole 1, par 3, 361 feet. This is a change from last year. So if you are kind of familiar with Falcon's Flight, instead of going to the left down at the bottom here, we are just continuing straight. So the basket is tucked behind the trees in that opening there. Pretty challenging.
Yeah, for sure, for the first hole as well. And Bailey here with a nice line drive.
Yeah, getting most of the way down might be a bit on the right, but honestly, if you're not in the left, I see that quite a bit, or not deep in the right, you're doing good.
Anywhere near the fairway on this one is great. Next we have Teri.
Oof. Yeah, that's pretty fantastic. Like, just straight. It's quite a ways away at 361, so if you're straight with an open look at the basket, you're happy, especially first hole.
And here we have yourself teeing off.
Yeah, that's what the undercommitted line looks like. Heading off into the left side here, like I mentioned. It's not where you want to be, but we'll see what happens.
Carry my bag.
Oh, Teri recruiting a last-minute caddy, perhaps?
Yeah, asking the real questions.
Shockingly not as deep as I thought I would be here, but still a little pinched off to get to the basket, finding myself a little far away, but what can you do?
Yeah.
You get it done and you move on.
Bailey there, looking like she had an obstructed 80-footer, just kind of pitches out.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's exactly how you want to play the hole. Well done by Teri. And yeah, not quite as committed as I'd hoped. Beautiful putt by Bailey. No nerves on this girl. Steady all weekend. I mean, at 4 up, she's leading by 4. Mm-hmm. She's got some comfortable room.
A little tentative on the comebacker, but you hear those birds in the back just kind of chirping.
Actually chirped. Yeah, no, I didn't even notice them, so that was all me. Beautiful.
All right, we're off.
Yeah, most difficult hole of the day, actually.
Yep.
Finishing like 1.33 over par. We'll see if some changes are made next year. I don't think there needs to be. I quite like it as a starting hole. Changing it from a par 4 around the corner to a par 3 straight.
Yeah. So now we're on to hole 2 here, as you can see. So par 3, 245 feet. So the gap you see straight ahead is what you're looking to throw through here. And you'll see the basket shortly there. It's just a little bit to the right. So there we go. You can see it there in the sunshine. So looking to do a little sidearm or a nice backhand turn over there.
Yeah, you're getting a little sneak peek here too on the MPO basket. This is a change that'll be fun to see. So if you haven't watched the MPO coverage yet, do be sure to check out rounds 1 and 3 to see how the MPO players are playing this hole out, because it's a fun one.
Yeah.
Challenging. I'd say we, excuse me, I don't know if we got off easy, but it's still a challenging hole. I'd say it prefers, or it lends to the sidearm here, like Bailey's lining up for that left to right finish.
A little bit pulled left, but honestly, great reaction. Just stays on the edge, and she'll take that.
Yeah.
Teri goes a little bit left as well and gets the unfortunate kind of bounce in.
Yeah, the opposite reaction that you'd want. Yeah, we are making this hole look very difficult today. It is a tough one. It's a smaller gap to get. Turnover, forehand, yeah, you got a line to hit. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, that was very good.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you end up if you have an upshot like that. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, that closer than I remembered. A little scoot past the basket, but also making my way up there. See, this is that forehand prowess that I was alluding to. She's got it. She's got it.
You did say that. That's true.
Yeah. Not so subtle foreshadowing. Don't be shy. A little to the right, but Teri getting right back on it. Making the comebacker. Dead center.
Yeah, both those putts were very committed, so you like to see that. Yeah, there it is, in for par.
Committed enough.
Yeah, after that great upshot from Bailey, she taps in.
Yeah. Can be nerve-wracking when you end up off the fairway, but I think we all like to scramble a little bit. And on these courses, I think you gotta have a little scramble game to end up on the lead card here.
Yes.
Hole 3, par 4, 440 feet. Slight change to this one as well. We are going up the same fairway, a bit of a gap to hit. Johnny leading us on up the fairway. This one winds nicely, and main goal here is just not to get yourself left or right, because you do want to end up straight here with the basket straight ahead. So a par 4, straight on paper, but you do have to be pretty accurate, especially off the tee. A little bit of elevation here. See how it goes. Yes. Yeah. Great shape, honestly. That kind of flex turnover. You're using up the fairway, but that's what I mean by trying to stay on the fairway. It's quite quick, depending on where you land. Being on the left isn't too bad, though. You should have an open hyzer to get up the fairway. Yeah, and same thing, just getting a little scooty.
Yeah, so both great lines, just off the fairway, but you're very happy with that. That's the goal.
Yeah,
Whoop.
look at that spin. Should be okay still there. So.
Oh, that's helpful.
Beautiful. I don't know if she turned too early, but yeah, it's not a bad place to be. Come on. Yeah.
Nice, that fights through.
Gorgeous. Yeah, getting herself just right at circle's edge there. It's perfect. Bailey's upshot.
Yeah, it gets a little roll, but just outside circle.
Yeah, that's what I mean by being out on the left here. It's you can see the basket, so it's not too bad. I think the play, if you have it, is just like a dead straight mid-range up the middle, but maybe one day I'll have the confidence for that. Perfect. What more could you ask for? Right under the basket.
Oh, nice putt for the birdie.
Oof.
Run it in.
Yeah, that one felt good. Putting that weekend was something else for me. So to get those wins in, especially after the first putt, I remember it feeling pretty good. A little left, little tentative still. But continues to make good on our comebackers.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, quick, easy tap in. That's what I like to tell myself on the putts is be committed. Whatever happens, happens, and then make a comebacker if you need to. Easier said than done, of course, but we'll have a second look here at Teri's incredible upshot.
Yeah, just squeaks through, but great shot.
Yeah, furthest, perhaps furthest from the pin after the drive, but closest on the upshot, just on the inside of circle there. Really well done. Bit of a leaderboard check-in as we kind of overlay the camping that's on site there. As I said, a bit of a smaller group, but pretty even start for lead card here. It's a tough course, it's a long course, a lot can happen, but yeah, not a ton of movement at the start here.
Yeah.
But lots of golf to play.
Absolutely, lots.
Yeah, if you haven't been to this event, do check it out. I highly recommend it. Just being on site and being able to play some games, hang out with friends, pop onto the course, pop off the course. I love it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. On to hole 4, par 3. So this one is 190 feet. So the tee box is actually just to the right of where the drone is flying. So it's more of a straight shot. You'll see the basket coming up here just inside these little trees here, just on the left. So this one, you want to get yourself close, ideally close to circle 1 or inside it, and dealer's choice as to how you get there. But traditionally, right-hand backhand will do the trick.
Yeah, I'd say it's one of the few must-get birdies on this course. I think with it being one of the shorter holes, and with us maintaining this tee pad here, there is that added must-get birdie pressure, which I don't always love. But yeah, it's at the same time, like if you're in those Aspens, you don't necessarily have a clean putt.
Yeah, that's true. You might not.
Bailey rocking the standstill. Yeah, really well done. She'll have an open look.
Yeah, it plays a tiny bit uphill, but call it plays like 200.
Yeah, nice work. A little wider, gets her out of the left side brambly trees in the middle there. Yeah.
That was a hair right side, but it looked great. Looked really good.
Well, thank you. But yeah, dead center.
That's a nice putt.
Beautiful putt. Oh,
Yeah.
love it. Gorgeous putts there from both Bailey and Teri. Getting those must-get birdies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're just tapping in the par there.
Yeah. So close yet so far. Beautifully done.
Just gotta cheer for the crowd.
Oh yeah. Alrighty, hole 5, par 3, 224 feet. Up a gap here. One of the tighter ones of the day, I would say. But not only do you want to make the gap, but you gotta hope your disc fades out to the right at the very end because the basket is slightly downhill. So depending on the type of shot you're throwing, the disc will drift out to the right. If you hit the ground even, it does get that right hand skip, so you can play towards it, but my strategy, make the gap. If it's dead straight, perfect, it's fine. If it does fade, bonus.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you're throwing it straight, you'll probably have a 30-footer or less. So
yeah,
exactly.
and downhill too, so intimidating shot though. I think this was a hex that Bailey was throwing all weekend, and amazing things with it. Just so consistent. Yeah, see, all the way through, all the way straight. Just gonna have a look for the putt. Even getting a little bit of that right side finish too. There it is again. Forehand Teri. Making the gap. Might have a bit of a pinched off look, but no trees.
Yeah. You're going with the backhand here. Wow, interesting.
Oh.
But you make it work, Right, 25 feet.
Yeah, relying on an understable mid-range to get that drift off to the right, which I think I got a bit of it. Oh, really good attempt from Teri.
Yeah, nice putt.
Thank you. Yeah, stoked to get a clear look. You never know when you're in the trees. Oh!
Band, cage, and just pops out.
I think even a little bit of chain too. Everything but in. Really good bid though.
Oh, my heart. Yeah.
Dang.
My heart.
So funny playing on these baskets. Those are the sponsor names, and it's like every time I would putt, and I think others too, they would putt for Dawn or blame Dawn or thank Dawn,
yeah.
regardless or depending on what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of the really beautiful things about this course is just the amount of support that goes into it and the number of volunteers at this event who make it happen. It's one of a kind.
For sure. We're on to hole 6 now, par 3, 370 feet. This one plays slightly downhill, as you can kind of see here as the drone flies. And you'll see the basket kind of tucked on the left there. So you're looking to play either the right side backhand or the left side kind of sidearm, and hopefully funneling into within 100 feet, depending on your distance, of course. But definitely could be a 2-shot hole. But if you have the power, you can kind of launch one down there. But at 370,
it's a far one.
Yeah, it definitely is. It is downhill, but it definitely plays far. So
yeah, we'll get right back to the action in just a moment here.
I can't believe it.
You're up next.
Stay turning. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Ooh. Wow.
Alan, inbounds.
That's exactly.
Unbelievable.
All right, it's my birdie taking the box. I play for the right-hand gap, but I push it just a bit too straight. Need something with a little more stability to kind of get that fade around the corner there.
as you saw, there's definitely some space there on the right.
Ooh, I like this.
Bailey going a little bit higher.
By the stone. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like it's in the open. She'll have something towards the basket.
Yeah, it looked like she may have just been outside of the whiskers there for circle one.
Oh.
Maybe my eyes deceived me, but really good shot. Yeah, Teri getting caught up early, pulling it a bit too wide. Had the height though.
up by the right side there.
Hang on. I think I can go this way. Are my feet good?
I think so.
Oh yeah.
Am I good? I don't know. I'll find out. Wow, this is
We're
awkward.
getting Teri commentary here.
Yeah, getting settled. Really nice commitment. Oh, that is a beautiful shot.
Yeah.
Definitely worth taking those few extra seconds to get yourself stable and confident in your footing. Because, yeah, when you're under the basket, it's worth it.
And you're just pitching up there. Looks like you
Yeah.
might be a little straddle there, but we'll see.
Oh,
Yeah, there are these little trees, especially on the left side, as you see here, to deal with on your approach.
no
Yeah.
problem, though. Nice opening there. It's definitely a guarded green, which makes this hole really interesting. The left side is tempting to kind of go for that forehand or turnover shot, but then if you're left, then you have these trees to contend with
Yeah.
when you're done. So it's a really fun thing about the Aspen Meadows courses is the options you have.
You get to see another look here at Teri's athleticism.
Yeah, Teri does fitness training, and it really comes through. She knows what she's doing. Alrighty, another scoreboard check-in. Some movement here, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, Bailey currently the only one under par.
Yeah,
Doing really well. Hold it down.
yeah, holding even, not too bad. Teri and Kristen with 2 over, and Amber and Lauren both at 5 up. So yeah, it's a kind of course that can you do get into trouble. You can get out of it. And we're just doing our best, one shot at a time.
Yeah.
On to hole 7, par 3, 320 feet. As you can tell, the drone kind of pops up a little bit. You have some initial elevation to contend with, then the left to right around the corner. And it's quite the angle you have to hit for both the backhand and the forehand. I wouldn't say it leans either way. I've seen both happen. I think I've seen more backhand shots, right-hand backhand shots get here, just with the angle you have to get to Rob at the top here. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those tough ones, and I haven't quite figured it out yet because you got to get the turnover. It can't be too sharp, can't be too wide, but it has to be wide. You really have to test the limits on this one.
So that had the great turn on it. Maybe a little bit early, but you should have a scramble from there.
A little tight. It's also one of those holes that I like off the tee. I'm like, oh, it's great. And then you get to the top and it's not. And then the ones that are too tight or too wide. Like I thought that was great off the tee, but I'm not quite sure where she's landed. Probably just got caught up on the side there. I think with time, if this was your home course, turning the cameraman,
Wow.
beautiful. See, that had the right stability to be able to kind of like funnel up to the top at the end there. Mwah. Loved it. Oh, shoot.
Barely getting caught up there on the last Guardian.
Yeah.
Kind of kicks her to the right.
There's like multiple pinch points on this fairway. Yeah, Bailey just got caught up under one of them again. Oh, that tree. Not bad. I think I executed what I needed to do, and
Yeah.
sometimes you just get a tree in the way. Yeah, tough one. After such a beautiful drive, you can see why this hole gets so tricky.
It's a little right for Teri on the putt there.
Yeah.
Ah, nice putt, Gabby. That's a great save for the 3.
Thank you kindly. Putting for Rob there. Bailey finishing off at the top. Yeah. Nice finish by Teri there. Yeah, I really like this hole. I feel like this is the kind of hole that you just like empty your bag on, experiment with, and see what ends up working.
Yeah, that, like you were saying, the backhand is usually the best bet to get closer, but you really have to flirt with that right side. Keep it close, so it's a decision.
Yeah.
On to hole 8 here. So this one is a shorter pad. It's just on the right there. And this one, par 4, may seem short, 300 feet, but there's OB everywhere. Left, right, deep. Yeah, it's pretty treacherous to try to attack this hole in 2 for sure. So you'll see a placement shot likely.
Yeah.
From the players.
Floor is lava on this one. It feels like. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I opt for the layup here. Yeah, just pulling from, practice round stats for going for it versus laying up. And yeah, honestly, I'd say it's about 50-50 either way for me.
Yeah, so you couldn't really see it that well, but that kind of like rolled out of bounds.
Yeah.
So it was a bit tight, but that is basically what you're looking at. Just that nice straight 150-foot shot.
And this is what it looks like to go for it. The high hyzer. Oh.
It's very close.
Not getting an OB marker. It looks in bounds from here. Yeah, and we're getting the green flag. Beautiful. Like that's the high hyzer play. And honestly, I think I love the plan because even if you're OB, you're up much closer to the basket. Beautiful upshot by Bailey. With it being a par 4, you do have the option to kind of cut this hole apart and do that layup and then get to the basket. But if you're like me and end up OB, yeah, it's sometimes safe doesn't always pay off. But getting to the basket, okay, I'll be there for my par. Woof! Oh yeah, well in.
Yes.
So putting for eagle. Big long bid. A little short of it, but beautiful birdie.
Yeah, that's a good putt.
Yeah, birdie consolation prize after the eagle run. Pretty good. Aw, thanks, Alex. Beautiful.
Bailey with the birdie as well.
Yeah, two very different ways of getting the birdie, but 2 very valid ways of doing it. It's nice to see them both happen on camera. Hey, and in for my par.
Yeah, and with an OB stroke, a par on that hole, you're kind of fine with.
Yeah.
It still can be a challenging up and down if you go out of bounds, so you're kind of walking out of there feeling fine.
Yeah, with the L shape of this hole too, it's like early out of bounds is potentially very scary. Speaking of scary, hole 9, par 3, 244 feet, plays considerably uphill with OB all along the left side here. There's actually a fence there that delineates the OB line. You're fine on the right, OB-wise, but it plays much more like a natural OB with how deep it can get in there. So goal is to just get it straight as possible, up the hill, closest to the basket. I couldn't tell you what it plays like, but I just know it's really hard to get to the pin, despite it being 244 feet.
Yeah, you can safely say it plays like 275 or more.
Yeah.
To get it to the actual
Oh
pin.
yeah. I think this camera actually does the elevation some justice. Oh. Chuckling because tons of kicks can happen, and that's just, I don't know, the unluckiest one to get the direct kick left. So unfortunate reaction for Bailey. You do see a lot of them staying in. And beautiful shot by Teri, just right up the middle.
That's what you want. Oh yeah, you're getting most of the way there as well, just outside circle.
Yeah, opting for something a bit flippier, keeping myself on the right.
Yeah. Yeah. Do we feel good about this tree or this tree? Is it skinny or big guy?
Yeah, which of the many trees along the side? Oh, great run by Bailey, just a little short.
Ooh,
Hey,
nice putt.
thank you.
That's a nice little 38-footer.
Yeah, getting the slow pro replay. Say that 10 times fast.
Hey, nice putt. Well done.
Thanks. That one felt really nice. I never really lined myself up for a birdie on this hole, just with how far it feels. So to get that one felt really good.
No kidding. Get some love from the card mates.
Oh, always getting love from Teri. Love this girl. A little left on the birdie bid. But I think so far 100% on those comebackers, which is a great stat.
And Bailey taps in.
Colorful card. Lots can happen on that hole. But yeah, not bad. That was the front nine. Lots of action. It goes by quick with 3 people.
Yeah, it's true. It does.
But tons of action to come on the back nine. Let's see how everything is kind of settling up here. Yeah, top 3 staying on top. I've managed to come back, tie myself up with Teri, Kristen, Amber, and Lauren, keeping up on the back not the back nine. The chase card.
Yes.
Kristen putting together a great run as well at 2 up. But yeah, the back nine, a little more distance, a little more treachery, a little more excitement. I don't know. I love the East Course. There's a great variety of holes. And if you haven't gone, do put Falcon's Flight on your map because it's just a ton of fun. Beautiful courses, beautiful property, beautiful people.
Thanks so much for joining the front nine.
Yeah, like, subscribe, check out the Park Pro Patreon. Tons on there to see. They got hats. Get yourself a hat.
Yeah, buy
they
a
have
hat.
bucket hats.
Oh, bucket
Yeah.
hats.
If you're not wearing a bucket hat next year, what are you doing?
That's not a bucket hat, but that'll do.